having lunch now. We're at a Crêperie across the street from our, not even across the street, like one hotel down from our hotel, and we're gonna get a sweet crepe and a savory galette. Chantal normally is a Coke person, but ever since we've been here, we've noticed that there's no Coke products. Everything's Pepsi. So Chantal's now settled with Pepsi.
After a short Google search, it seems like the reason why Coca-Cola is not so available in Laos is because there's only a Pepsi bottling company in Laos. So the Coca-Cola they do have, they'll get imported from Vietnam or Thailand.
For the main course, we had a galette with Laos sausage. The Laos sausage was pretty good. It's a very soft texture. We had enough room for dessert, and we're doing a choco banana crepe because when we're sitting out eating the bananas, we realized we really like the texture of the bananas here. They're like dense. It's not like mushy. Chantal's eating it right now and she's crushing through it. I wonder if she's had a banana yet. Let's find out.
I just did.
And is it the same texture?
It's like good texture. We just finished lunch and now we're gonna walk around, see if we can check out some of the temples and see what this city is all about, considering it's a UNESCO World Heritage city.
I believe is at least the third one that we've visited. We've visited 2 cities or towns in South America that were also UNESCO World Heritage sites. We're currently in front of one of the temples. Actually, here's the name. And this street looks familiar because we've seen some other videos on YouTube about almsgiving, which happens in the morning. You'll essentially see a long line of monks coming out here and walking past different people who are offering food, because you said that they only eat twice a day?
And they only get their food from donations.
It's just donations that are given to all the people here that line up. And it's quite fascinating to see. Early in the morning, because what time did you say they only eat till?
Until noon. So they have to get their 2 meals in before 12 p.m.
So a little embarrassing, but that's all right. Because we came here not knowing exactly like what we wanted to do, but we knew we wanted to walk around. One of the best ways to do it actually is we play Pokemon Go, and one of the things you can do is walk these different routes. So we're following a route right now and it's taking us closer to the Mekong River, and then we'll kind of like loop around there. And one of the things we have saved is Phousi Hill. So maybe if we're not too hot, we'll go up. And just like that, we've stumbled on the day market, which it's still open.
So this will probably be the quietest this market will be, but hopefully we can wake up early enough to check it out when it's nice and busy in the morning. Just stumbled upon a free coffee tasting. So Harry's always looking to try new beans, and we walked in. It's pretty popular because it's a social enterprise. We're helping out by purchasing these beans.
As we were turning the corner, I could just smell it. They're local beans. They roast them right here. Grabbed a 250 gram bag. It was just roasted like a few days ago.
Now we're across the street, and right in front of us is the Mekong River.
I'm actually very shocked about how quiet it is, because first off, where the heck is everyone that we saw at the train station? There's a lot of long-tail boats, and I can see a few of them going back and forth. So I think one of the popular tourist things to do here is to do a boat ride. Doubt we would do it, only because we've done a boat ride on the Mekong, not here, in Cambodia.
So it's pretty cool because there's a lot of restaurants and little cafes where you can sit and eat right along the river. I bet this place would be really good to come view the sunset.
All right, and we've spotted Phousi Hill right up there.
We just checked out the National Museum. Lots of people inside looking around. It's a French architect that was built in 1963.
You do have to pay admission to go in, which is why we're not in. But also, I overheard one of the tourists just now say we can't go in because they had shorts on just like us. So I think female might not be allowed to wear shorts. So the street we're on now is very touristy. It's actually really cute. Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at that.
These trees are so pretty.
But I say it's touristy because first off, it has really cool architecture, but also it's all souvenir stores and massage parlors. And this is right next to the entrance, or we're going towards the entrance of Phousi Hill. I was just doing that because there's like spritz sprays going. It feels good, but I just didn't want to get too wet.
We needed a nice, cool place to lounge at, so we found a coffee shop called Formula B. We're on the second floor where the cafe is. It's pretty busy, and we got some iced coffee before we go up the hill. I ordered the Lao coffee, which is coffee with condensed milk, because I like my coffee sweet, and Harry, of course, ordered his usual Americano.
Now we're trying to find the entrance to Phousi Hill. There was one section, but it looked like it was just a temple and it had the requirements to have the right attire. Oh, it is. Okay, we shouldn't go in. Okay, never mind. I think this also is another entrance, but seeing these signs here, so I don't want to accidentally. So we decided to go in. There's signs that say Phousi Mountain, but it's not very obvious, and the reason why we're going is because we saw some people come out and they had like shorts and everything on, so we'll see.
I think we found the entrance.
Okay, so we're slowly making our way up. It doesn't look that far up actually, but you can see the temple area there, and there are monks helping out with, I think they're doing some construction work. So we're supposed to pay an entrance fee, but what we'll do is we'll go up, we'll see if there's anyone there. If they're like, oh, you can't be wearing shorts or whatever, then we'll head back down, not a problem. This section looks very steep, but honestly it's just a few minutes, and there's a beautiful view already from here.
Oh god, my thighs. So we went up a little bit. We were able to see some of the signs that were pointing up that said Phousi Stupa, but I was so scared. We saw a big group come by and everyone was pretty much dressed in long pants, and the ladies were wearing like long skirts or dresses. We came back down as soon as we saw one of the other places where people were entering from, just out of respect. The name literally means sacred mountain. So once we made it back down on this side, we did see the sign that says, please dress respectfully, appropriately.
We're back where we were earlier today, but now it's 5 p.m. and they actually have closed off the street, it looks like. We're at the night market and this is the food section. It's still very quiet because it's still pretty early, but now's a good time to eat if you don't want too many crowds. Should we try it?
Let's try it.
All right, these are coconut waffles. I'm gonna give one a bite.
Coconut waffles or coconut pancakes?
Coconut pancakes, sorry. All right, let's give it a try.
Cute.
Can you do the whole thing?
Is it hot?
No.
It's good.
It's like partially cooked. I think that's why it has this gooey texture. And it's sweet. Street feels like it stretches for quite some distance. So far we've only seen that one section for food. So we're gonna be doing a loop where we basically go straight, left, and then come back around because one of the little alleys looked like it had stuff as well. We're back on the Mekong River, and you can see the sun just about to set over a hill, and it's like super red, and it feels a bit hazier right now. It even smells more smoky. Did a quick search just to see like why is it so hazy in Luang Prabang, and I think there was some trash burning recently that got really bad, and the air pollution in the month of March just was really bad.
Perry's ordering more food now. I'm sitting here with this hot bowl of cow soy. It was 40,000. It looks a little spicy, but I think it's gonna have a lot of flavor.
Came back and got basil pork with rice. Originally we were gonna do a different stall, but this looked more appetizing after I got there. I was like, let's just go with this one because there was no people waiting.
How much was your dish?
50,000 kip.
Okay, we finished our dinner. I think it was dinner, right? Yeah, it's dinner. We're full. It was really good. Now we're gonna go down the side street that we saw earlier and see if anything catches our eye.
It's a really smart design because there are a lot of bugs. A lot of street food, but one vendor caught my attention, which is actually a bakery here on this side street called Ori Bakery. They've got pizza slices out, and they look pretty good, but we're too full. So it's still too early to go back to the hotel, so we've decided it's quiet enough. We're gonna walk the entire length of the night market just to see what is at the end, and then we'll head back from there. So we've reached the end of the night market piece, and now it's opened back up to traffic. And this is actually on the way to Phousi Hill. Learned how to say it properly. It's rather than Phousi. This is where we were earlier when it was super hot and it was really cute, but it actually still looks really cute at night. Hey, you! We walked all the way down this earlier, and it just keeps going up. This is the entrance to Phousi Hill.
So we just finished breakfast, which is located right outside where all the lily pads are. So it was a really nice view and pretty good breakfast actually, which was included in our hotel reservation. The weather is really nice in the morning, kind of like cool mid-70s. And now we're gonna go check out the morning market before we have to check out and head back to Vientiane.
The hotel itself, it's called Villa Oasis, and the cost was 45 USD, so pretty reasonable. I would say that the accommodation itself is like meh. The bed was pretty dang firm. Not much in the room itself, but location and the breakfast, it's totally worth it. And here's a doggo. Hey buddy! You gonna do your business? Alright, I'm gonna stop. Awkward. And the hotel is like tucked away in an alleyway. This is one of the alleyways that you can go through. As soon as you get out of the alleyways, it's louder because of the bikes, but it's also hazier. So I feel like those lily pads and the vegetation out there is like absorbing a lot of this bad toxins.
One thing we both can't figure out is if this city is a morning place or a night place, because we've seen people drinking coffee at like 9 p.m. and of course they have the morning markets and night markets.
Like a lot of the cafes that we were looking at for like breakfast or whatever, they open at 6 a.m. I don't know how late the night market closes, but we were definitely in bed before the night market closed.
So Naga is the name for snake in Laotian, but it's also from Sanskrit. If you're a Harry Potter fan, then maybe there's a connection to a certain snake in the series. But Naga is believed to be a mythical creature that looks over the people of Laos.
And a lot of the temples have the entrance with the same structure with 7 to 9 different heads. Chantal's looking up the significance right now, but it definitely means something in Buddhist religion. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen so many of these.
Nagas can have 1, 5, 7, or 9 heads.
Last night we were at a place called 3 Naga House. So that's 3 heads, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where the popular spot for almsgiving was. I say was because we were not up at 5:30 in the morning to check it out. So with their obsession over serpents, it's the year of the snake. So do you think this year is like even more significant for them? Do they believe in Chinese zodiac? I feel like they would, right? We've made it to the morning market and it's a lot of fruit and vegetable stalls. We were here yesterday, like towards the end of the day, where Chantal was saying it's going to be a lot busier during the morning. A lot more people because we were literally the only ones yesterday. We've walked by a few vendors that sell caged sparrows. So they catch these sparrows and basically buy them so you can release them, like making your wish come true or something.
Now we're taking a little walk down the Mekong River and it's a lot busier. There's so many tour vans parked along here. Very different than yesterday's afternoon walk.
Pretty cool because we're watching cars go on these boats along the Mekong River to probably go across to the other side. Oh no, they're gonna hit! Alright, we're on our way back basically to the hotel, but just to show you, this whole street was where we were last night and it was packed with tents. And look at it now, it's just completely empty and just car traffic.
We're right in front of the National Museum and right across from it is the real entrance to Phousi Hill because there's actually a sign that says please pay for a ticket before you go up. Yesterday where we went was maybe the side entrance where there was no ticketing booth there.
Alright, we're at Café in Luang Prabang and they actually have 2 locations. One is Vientiane because that's where this coffee roaster was founded back in 2014. Had to try a local coffee roaster, so thankfully they have pour-overs. I'm grabbing a pour-over from Laos. We're grabbing some local food and a avocado chicken salad. We're here for the Lao coffee and the pour over, so that's the primary reason, and we needed some substance. Thankfully they take Loca Pay. This was our first time using it. Basically you scan a QR and it goes directly to your credit card you've attached to it. Loca is the same app that you used for your transportation here. The only thing to keep in mind is I think there's like a 3,000 kip extra charge plus 1.5% on the transaction fee. So now we're at Luang Prabang railway station and we're about to take the LCR back to Vientiane. That wraps up our time here. It was a pretty short stay here in Luang Prabang, but it was still really fun to explore this UNESCO World Heritage site. If you haven't already seen our Vientiane video, we'll link in the description. On the way to Luang Prabang, we took first class, and on the way back, we're taking second class because they actually sold out of all first class tickets and business class. That's totally fine. I think it'll be a good experience, and it's only for an hour and a half anyway. It's quite a bit more stressful in second class compared to first class. They were basically pushing everyone on because we were also delayed by 11 minutes. And as soon as we got on, people were trying to push suitcases through, and it's very loud compared to first class. And also, there's two people in our seats, so we just took the seats behind them. And now we're in our actual seats, and they left a mess. It's pretty annoying.